Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to another ESO broadcast. So, there has been a little bit of confusion about the Nascent versus the Dawnwood Indrik. Now, as you can see, what I am currently writing is the Nascent, that is the one on the right. The Dawnwood Indrik is the one here on the left. Now, this is an Indrik that has one of 4 forms. Now, I got into a little bit of an argument earlier about what is going to happen whenever you feed the berries. So first, let me pull something up that's in my inventory, or actually I can just do it with her, and I can show you something. Okay, so as those of you who already have your Nascent Indrik are aware, once you have all 4 of them, you go into your inventory, and I believe you go to slotted items or slottable items, and you can pick one of the 4. It does not matter which, because there's only one type of the Nascent Indrik, and doing so will consume all 4 of them, thus summoning your Nascent Indrik. Now, the start of 2019, the Dawnwood berries became available during each quarter. So the first quarter, which was in January, was the Mid-Year Mayhem event, which gave the Dawnwood berries of bloom. The current one, which is the Morrowind event, gives you the Dawnwood berries of budding. The next one is a Thieves Guild and Dark Brotherhood event, which I don't remember which one that is. I know the 4th event is the Jester Celebration, and that gives you the 4th one. Now, if you look when you talk to her about the berries, if you read it, it says one of the 4 legendary Dawnwood berries, feeding all 4 to a Nascent Indrik will force it to evolve into a Dawnwood, thus removing the Nascent Indrik. What that means is, once you feed it all 4 of the berries, your Nascent Indrik will take the form of one of the 4 options of the Dawnwood berries. No, you will not be able to do this until the 4th event begins, because the 4th berry will not be available until the Jester's Celebration. However, the Nascent Indrik will be removed from your collections because it is technically no longer inexistent in your collections, because it turns into the Dawnwood, meaning you can get all 4 feathers again and summon it. Once you have done this, you can get the berries again and evolve it into another one. Now, as many of you should at least know, you can only have one type of mount in your one of each type of mount in your collections book at a time, meaning you cannot have 2 Nascent Indriks in your collections book at a time, meaning you can also not have the same version of the Dawnwood in your collections at a time. Why is this important? Well, that means once you summon one of the 4 Dawnwood Indriks, which I still do not know if that is random play or if that depends on which berry you choose from your inventory. So you go to inventory, and I believe it is slottable items. You go all the way down, and yes. So currently I have one of the 4 berries. Now, you see how it does not have the option to use. That means, in case you were wondering, yes, you do have to have all 4 of them. So what I told you earlier is correct. You do have to have all 4. What I don't know is if it is random play, or if, depending on which one you select, determines which one you get. In the inventory, because there was only one type of the Nascent, it didn't matter which one you selected. However, it may be that, if you select a specific berry once you have all 4, that the one you selected out of them to feed all 4 to your Nascent, that may be the form that it takes. It may be random draw. I do not know this for sure yet. I have not gone to the site to dig any more information, nor have I heard from anyone for sure whether or not that has been leaked or openly released. However, even if it is random draw, once you have one of those 4 Dawnwood in your collections book, if you evolve another Nascent Indrik, you will not get the same Dawnwood again. You will get one of the other 3 remaining of the 4, which means you can get all 4 of them. That was a for sure thing announced once the evolution was released, or the information about the evolution was released. So keep your ears open, your eyes peeled for updates, because this information for sure should be released soon. Now, originally, I don't know if it was just for PC users or if it was supposed to be for PlayStation users as well. The Mid-Year Mayhem was when the Dawnwood Berries of Bloom were first released. What I first read was that once the Mid-Year Mayhem event was finished, you were not going to be able to get the Mid-Year Mayhem berries again throughout the remainder of the berries availability. Meaning you could get the ones from the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, but not the 1st, and they have changed this. You can, during any of the other 3 events, you can get the first set of berries, which is why I was able to get the Dawnwood Berries of Bloom during the Morrowind event, instead of only being able to get the Dawnwood Berries of Budding. Sorry. I can't remember the order, and I am trying. Yeah, the Dawnwood Berries of Bloom were the first one. That was from the Mid-Year Mayhem. Originally, you weren't supposed to be able to get that during the other events, but we are on the 2nd one, and the 1st one is available. So either the original information was incorrect, or they decided to change it, because you had to go into the PvP area to do this, and there's a lot of people that don't do it or don't know how to, and they may not have been able to do this. So either the information that was given was incorrect, or they changed it for the people who just couldn't do it. Now, if you look, the Dawnwood Berries of Bloom do look a lot like the Emerald Indrik feather. The Dawnwood Berries of Budding look more like the Gilded. So I wonder if there is a correlation, because the 3rd berry does look a lot like the Onyx one, just like the 4th one from the Jester's event looks a lot like the Opaline. So like I said, it may or may not be random draw as to what you get. Keep your eyes open for updates. Information leaks all the time about this stuff. Now, if you go to someone who has a lot of guesswork, like what I'm doing right now with some of this, make sure you pay attention to that, because if they don't know and you take their word for it, you can be easily misinformed. But I hope this did clear it up. For a quick read-through, yes, you do have to have all 4 berries before you can summon your first Dawnwood, which means until the Jester's event, you will not be able to summon your first Dawnwood. I understand this may be frustrating for a lot of people, but this is how they are doing it as of right now. If I find any other information from this site or from other YouTubers that usually get information like this released early to them, I will be sure to let you know. But until then, this is all I've got, people. So keep your fingers crossed, be vigilant, have fun with the dailies, and of course, enjoy your time in Tamriel.